A massive 70-mile-wide asteroid named Matilda is on a collision course with Earth. In response, world governments launch a spaceship to destroy it, but the mission fails when the spacecraft explodes in the asteroid's surrounding debris. Now, with only 3 weeks left, the asteroid is set to strike Earth, bringing an end to all life. Married couple Dodge and Linda hear this news on the radio while driving. Dodge doesn't react. Linda, frustrated by his calmness, leaves him. People start checking off their bucket lists or offering strange services for the end times. Some even hire mercenaries to help them end things early. Dodge, however, keeps living his boring routine. With 21 days left, Dodge still goes to the gym, though it's mostly empty. The news reports that cell phone service is down and soon water and power will be too. On his way to work, traffic is worse than ever as people try to escape the city. Only a few co-workers show up, and Dodge continues taking calls from clients asking about insurance for global disasters. At a meeting, everyone is promoted, but no one cares. When Dodge gets home, he checks his empty mailbox. He sees his neighbor, Penny, leaving after a breakup with her boyfriend, Owen. Dodge's cleaner, Elsa, arrives, and though he tries to tell her she doesn't need to come anymore, she misunderstands and promises to come back next week. Dodge drinks cough syrup while watching TV, learning that the last flight has left and only private planes are flying, but experts don't recommend it. He finds a spider in his bathroom, but instead of killing it, he lets it live. That night, the spider crawls over his face. The next morning, Dodge wakes up with spider bites. At work, a coworker falls from the building, ending their life. A week passes, and with 14 days left, Dodge goes to an end-of-the-world party hosted by his friend Diane. Diane's teenage son insults his parents and leaves, and her husband shares cigarettes with Dodge. Diane tells Dodge she isn't surprised his wife left him, saying Linda was never happy, which shocks him. Diane tries to set Dodge up with someone so he doesn't die alone, but he refuses. Her husband jokes that no one dies alone since the world is ending together. Dodge is introduced to Karen, a woman wearing all her fancy clothes, but their conversation is awkward. During dinner, guests talk about their plans for their last days, and Karen flirts with Dodge, but he isn't interested. One of Dodge's friends tells him that now, with the world ending, women have no standards, and every man has a shot. He brags about his recent encounters and suggests they team up with Karen, but Dodge declines. As the party turns wild, Dodge retreats to the bathroom. Diane follows him and tries to kiss him, but Dodge refuses, reminding her she's married. Diane says no one cares anymore. Exhausted, Dodge leaves early, thinking about his past life. Dodge finds Penny crying on the fire escape. She missed the last flight to the UK, and can't be with her family at the end. Dodge invites her inside, offering her cough syrup mixed with vodka. Penny offers him pot in return, but Dodge refuses. She explains she has hypersomnia and can sleep through anything, even the end of the world. They fall asleep on the couch. The next morning, Penny continues to sleep, unaffected by the noise of the TV or Elsa vacuuming. Dodge wakes her with his harmonica. Penny returns to her apartment but brings Dodge a pile of his mail, explaining the mailman had delivered it to her by mistake for years. Dodge is shocked to learn from Penny that his wife Linda had been cheating on him. Upset, he destroys Linda's things and drinks until he passes out. The next day, Dodge wakes up with a dog tied to him and a note saying sorry. With 12 days left, Dodge takes the dog home and sees violence breaking out in the city, riots, fires, and looting everywhere. He reads a letter from his high school girlfriend Olivia, expressing regret for not reconnecting sooner. Dodge meets Penny's ex, Owen, who punches a wall, accusing Dodge of being with her. As riots spread, Dodge and Penny leave the city together. When Penny's car runs out of gas, they hitchhike. Penny promises to help Dodge find Olivia. They get picked up by Glenn, who later dies after hiring a mercenary to end his life. After burying Glenn, Dodge and Penny stop at a restaurant and share more about their lives. They keep traveling, aiming to meet Olivia. Dodge finally arrives at Olivia's childhood home and finds letters that reveal she had loved him deeply. After a series of emotional events, Penny returns to Dodge just as the world ends, and they spend their final moments together.